Hello, my beautiful souls. It is our midweek read for November 19th. And I just want to thank everybody for your questions, your comments. Last week's reading was really interesting to hear where everybody is on their journey. And it allows us all to kind of boost each other and encourage each other to continue on the journey of self-realization and just growing on our spiritual journey, to find that oneness with our twin flame, whether it be in this life or the next life. Time and distance have no space when it comes to the soul. We're always going to be connected until we do have that full union. So this week's reading, I know a lot of people have been truly affected by the full moon, including myself. That moon was really powerful. And so what I am seeing in the cards is actually about, the energy, the creative energy, the energy that the feminine, again, the feminine is the bottom, the masculine is the top. Just because I'm saying feminine does not mean that this is just pertaining to the female and this to the male. So please, don't misinterpret it. We both have the female and the male energy. We both have the yin and yang within us. So at times we will be more in the masculine energy, or other times more in the feminine. But for this week, going with the masculine, I really feeling that a lot of the sleepers are coming to wake. They're waking up. There's an awakening happening. I don't know if the moon did this, because there's a lot of emotions running wild for both the feminine and the masculine energy. There's a lot running wild. And you're really needing to protect yourself, not just keeping yourself grounded, but protect yourself spiritually, protect yourself against relationships that you come in contact with daily, people that come around you. In groups, whether you're, in an auditorium, a movie theater, on the bus, where there's a lot of people, supermarket stores, especially this time of year when a lot of people are in the markets. You really need to protect yourself, keep yourself grounded, spiritually, mentally, physically, just a lot. I'm seeing that for both the masculine and feminine, that we're really needing to protect ourselves. In the feminine, there's a lot of creative energy that's going forth, and now you're channeling more into your intuition. So you're being guided more by your guides, and you're really needing to release all your doubt and fear and go with what is coming in and what is truth. Remember, the doubt and the fear is the ego, and you need to run and live in the soul realm in order to find that inner love, that inner beauty that you have. So just really see that right now you are in that creative energy where you are channeling a lot of your intuition. There's a lot of spiritual growth happening on the feminine side of your energy. But I do see that a lot of the masculines, where they have kind of hit rock bottom, where they're coming awake, they're realizing that now these patterns that I have, they're repeat patterns. I have the power to change this. Some of them are kind of, in a way, feeling a little defeated, overcome, but they're standing at this threshold and they're ready just to pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and they're walking forward. Some are kind of looking back. They're having these regrets of things that they've done in the past, and that comes along with the patterns that they have the repeat behavior. A lot of us do repeat behaviors even in relationships. We tend to go into the same relationship, the same thing happens, the same outcome. The liars, the cheaters, the deceivers, or the abusives, the alcoholic, we seem to kind of attract to those. And that's where we really need to raise our vibration, so that we do attract somebody at our own vibrational level, which is higher and not lower than ours. So I'm seeing a lot of that happening right now with the masculine, which is also, in us females, where we are realizing, I don't want this type of a man. I don't want this type of a job. I deserve better. And we're really starting to walk into that. I see this happening, like where we're standing at that threshold. We've had some dreams of things that have happened from the past, and that's our soul trying to bring it up so that it could be released, because these are things that we need to release from our past, so in order for us to move forward. I'm also seeing that now A lot of in the masculine energy are being really, really hard on themselves. So for you girls out there that have really, you're really critical on your looks or things that you've done in your life, mistakes that you've made, and both the male and the female, that right now they're being really hard on themselves. And this is bringing about a lot of the awakening that I'm seeing that's going on with the masculine energy. They're being very, very hard on themselves. They're very, very critical of any disappointments that they make, any mistakes that they make. They're being very critical on themselves. Theirs is like now they're ready for something more positive. They're leaning forward. They're marching forward, more like a crusader to say, like, I'm gonna grow. I'm gonna go forward. I deserve better, and I'm gonna change everything that I've been doing, the patterns that I've had in the past, because what I've been doing hasn't worked out, and this keeps repeating. It's a cycle. Now it's time for me to break it. So they're coming forward. They're standing up. They're standing strong. They're no longer going to be defeated by their thoughts, because a lot of their thoughts are what the ego plays to keep them down in that rut. They're coming forward now, and again, we're needing to really protect ourselves and protect our energy. Keep ourselves grounded. Again, they're looking back at past mistakes, lost loves, things that could have been different. They're really just they're just like really reminiscing on a lot of things that were good and bad in their past, and now they're standing up for themselves. They're no longer going to be defeated. They want to grow and move forward. In the feminine, I'm feeling almost a lot of the same, except I do feel that, again, the feminine energy, you're really needing to protect yourself. There's a lot of collective energy, and you're needing to ground yourself. You're feeling calm and you're feeling confident, but don't let that deceive you in thinking that you're fully grounded. You're not. When we feel too calm or confident, then we just leave doorways open for our energy to shift and bring us down to a lower vibration. So just continue to ground yourself and go with the flow, but keep yourself protected. Ultimately, I'm seeing, right now, the feminine energy is the nurture. And you're needing to really keep a balance of your emotions, because we tend to want to nurture everybody, and we see somebody hurting and we want to help them out. But this is where we really need to balance our emotions and keep ourselves well protected from, people that we're talking to or people that are coming into our life daily. A lot of the contentment that you're feeling is because you are content. You are content with where you are in your journey and where you're going in your journey, and from where you've come from. You're feeling that, this journey is for feeling, and you're feeling ready. And you're also questioning, like, why is he not there, or why is she not there? Why am I feeling ready, but they're not totally there yet? Don't be overconfident. Just continue to go on your journey and not question anything, because there's a reason for everything that's happening, and everything is kind of playing out. And as you see, as last week, the masculine and the feminine, they were kind of in sync with the same things going on. And again, I feel it this week. It's like it's the same thing. It's almost like there is this merge that's happening. But you really need to feminine energy, the more emotional energy. You really need to be aware of your emotions and what you say. Okay, it's time to be open and honest with yourself. Okay, just being open and honest with yourself, making wise decisions of what you're doing and where you're going on this journey. And I also do feel for those of you that are in contact with your twin flame, that it's time for that heart-to-heart. I see heart-to-hearts happening, a lot of collaboration coming, togetherness, having that heart-to-heart. I see ultimatums being made, and that is what is bringing about a lot of the change, but also, keeping the balance in your emotions when you do have that heart-to-heart. Be wise with the words you choose. But I see both the feminine and the masculine having that heart-to-heart, confessing feelings that they have one for the other. And ultimately, I feel those that are in relationships or are dating others are at that threshold where now they're giving that ultimatum, and the decisions are being made where that person, whether it's the male or the female, is leaving that relationship because they feel drawn to be with their eternal flame now. So it is time for those heart-to-hearts. Again, for some of you, you are at that threshold. It is time to lay down what you want, what you expect. And I just remember, love is patient and love is kind. Okay? Just keep it, as patient, calm, be kind, speak your truth. Let them know what it is that you want. And if they're not on the same page with you, it's time you walk. It's time that you be strong enough to walk, to move forward, and to really begin to leave it behind. Because if it's not time for your union and there's other relationships involved, then there's still a lot of things that need to be cleared and played off, and you could be hindering it. So be strong enough, be that strong queen and king to walk away, because I do see that these ultimatums are going to be made, and some people are going to be walking away from these relationships where they do feel that attachment. But remember, everything happens for a reason. And, you can't have your pie and eat it too, or your cake and eat it too, whatever the saying is. So I see a lot of the twins that are, in that relationship where there are other relationships, where there are marriages. They're actually pulling out an ultimatum card, and that's where we're going to go on a separation. Some twins are actually at that threshold where I see the masculine, where they are about to make that decision. So when the feminine comes to the masculine energy, requesting that ultimatum, or trying to get on the same page and just having that heartfelt conversation about what they really want and need at this time. And if you can't receive what you want or need right now, it's time for you to continue on your journey. And I do see a lot of unions happening because of the ultimatum. But again, this doesn't apply to everybody, so don't everybody jump and say do this or else. Really pray about it and see where you're led, because I do see that as something that's happening now where, we've been on this journey way too long. We've had this pattern way too long. We've been patient. We've healed. We are doing our soul mission. We're doing everything that we're supposed to do, but the other person hasn't came on the same page. And that's where, again, I see there's an awakening happening. There's things being stirred up on the other side. So, again, really just protect yourself. Really protect yourself. It's time to have those boundaries, your spiritual boundaries, and continue on your journey, and continue on your journey of self-realization and understanding your inner beauty and love. And keep walking in hope and faith that tomorrow will be a better day, and the day after, and the day after, because we're growing. And I see this is really beautiful for that feminine energy that is really in that creative energy, and now they're learning and channeling more of their intuition. So let your words and your heart guide you. Okay, guys, well, we'll see you next week. Again, questions, comments below. Personal reads I do on Sundays, whether it's through Skype or through YouTube. You can go ahead and send me an email. All my information is below. Remember to enjoy this week with love, laughter, and harmony. Namaste.